Good morning. It is Sunday. It is a day of the week. All the days feel the same, to be honest, when you're in my situation. But anyway, felt like doing some DIY today. So, I have got the first bit of potentially questionable... Sorry, I've lost my battery. Right, hang on. I've got my overalls on. And we are going to upcycle a piece of furniture. I have already upcycled our hallway table before. I used leftover paint from our guest room renovation, which was such a long time ago, but if you haven't seen it, it's up here in a card. You can go and check that out if you want. It was this beautiful blue, and I thought, well, I've got enough paint left over to paint some furniture, so I'm gonna give our hallway table a little bit of a makeover. It's a super useful piece of storage, especially because our house is so old and doesn't really have any built-in storage. And I really like the drawer pulls on it. They're these really cool, like, clock faces. Anyway, so I thought, I know, I'll paint it blue, that will look awesome. It turns out it did look awesome for all of 5 minutes, until there was literally anything that just so much as brushed past it, because I did a terrible job of upcycling it. I didn't prime it, I didn't prep it properly, I didn't paint it properly, and I didn't seal the paint at all. So now it is covered, and I do mean covered, in scratches. One of the drawers sticks because the paint has, like, I don't know, fucked with the wood or something. Not 100% sure what's happened there, but one of the drawers that never used to stick now sticks. And that's only happened since I've painted it. And as much as I like it in the blue, it's not gonna go with the upcoming hallway renovation that we're doing, because I'm going for a dark green as an accent wall up the stairs so that I can do a lovely big gallery wall, and then everything else is gonna be the same color as the living room walls, which is Dulux Welsh Flint, I believe. That might be wrong. If it is wrong, then I'll correct it down in the description. So, needless to say, the blue is not gonna go with that. It would just end up looking very, like, dark primary school, which is not the dark academia vibes I'm going for. However, what I do have is a ton of furniture wax left over from the custom built-in desk that we made for our office slash music room. Again, if you haven't seen that, the video is up here. Go and check that out. That desk is beautiful. I love the look of the furniture wax. Browning wax, that's what it's called, by French Chic. Again, link down below. And so I thought, do you know what? Fuck it. That was my whole thought process. So it's a little bit of a spur of the moment decision, but we're gonna sand everything back and we're gonna wax it. This is what we're working with. It's a really nice rich blue. I do really like this blue, but it's just not practical for the hallway. Like, you can see, like, down here, this is, like, where I've dusted it over the last couple of years. It's actually just pushed the dust into the paint because it's just matte emulsion and it's not sealed properly. And I did a little testing sand patch there, and it actually came off super easily, so I'm hoping it won't take me too long to sand, although it is going to be a bit of a ball ache. These are the drawer pulls, which I just think are so cute, and they really lend themselves to the dark academia vibes. And then obviously I've got the same on the cupboards, and then I've taken the shelf out. As you can see, I never finished the inside of the cabinet. I didn't even tape it off, so there's like paint drip and everything. I'm still not gonna finish the inside of the cabinet because Dan and I are the only people who see it. You know, I'm not getting rid of this piece of furniture. And the inside is perfectly serviceable, but I will need to sand off this line that I did with the blue paint so that there was no pine peeking through. This is taking a hell of a lot longer than I thought it would. Oh, look at my little ears, cute. That's half an hour that I've been going, and that's all I've managed to do. Look at this. This is actually taking so long. I am miserable. This is now day 3 of upcycling this goddamn hall table. And I've decided that I no longer give a shit. It has to get done today. I can't be arsed wrestling myself into the coveralls. I am just... Wow, okay, you're not standing up properly. I am done with this shit. I have got a tiny bit of sanding left to do on the main body of the hall table, and then I have got the detaily bits on the doors. I'm not leaving this shed until it's done, because this is day 3. This was supposed to be our 1-day upcycle, and it is going horribly wrong. I do not have time for this. I actually have a super busy week, and not in like a fun way, just in like a very stressful, need to get my shit together way. And I don't have time to be spending 3 days upcycling a goddamn hallway table that, as Dan has taken to reminding me every time I complain about it, didn't need upcycling. But it did, but not right now. I literally could have done it when it's quieter, when life is much less stressful and there's a lot less going on. However, I didn't, because I thought it would only take me a day. This is now day 3. Fuck my life. I hate it here, so we're just cracking on. Unbelievable. Oh, fuck me. I've had enough of sanding. I don't have the fucking patience or the time for this, so I am cracking out the stripper. To be fair, right, to be fair, I've only got, let me show you where I am. I've started putting the stripper on this. I've only got this little detail section in the middle. Everything else on that door is sanded. I've got a couple of little edgy bits, and then the detail section as well. And then the last thing is this bit. Frankly, I'm tempted to use stripper on this bit as well, because that really is the last thing to do, and then I just need to like touch up these little bits where the sanding has left stuff. But yeah, I 100%, I don't have the patience anymore. I'm all out of fucks to give. I'm all out of motivation. Sum 41 was in fact correct. Waking up is hard to do. So we are using this Bartolene TX10 paint and varnish stripper, and I'm just smushing that. You need to put a thick layer on apparently. I think I might have gone a wee bit too thick. But fuck it, it's fine.
2,000 years later.
It has literally been so long since we started this fucking hall table upcycle. I honestly, like, you can literally track it by how much my beard has grown. Anyway, it's been ages. I'm gonna show you what we've got because it's finally back in. It's no longer in the shed and it is ready to be waxed. But what a fucking mission. The sanding went badly, so then we moved on to gel paint stripper, and while that helped, it still wasn't great. And then we tried sanding again, and all that happened was the sanding generated heat, which made the leftover paint like gummy. So it wasn't coming off, we were just spreading old paint around on bare wood. So it was ridiculous. Anyway, so in the end what happened was, and why I didn't film it, Dan had to get a planer, so then we had to wait for the planer, and then he had to obviously like learn how to use it. He's never used an electric planer before, and frankly stuff like that, it's just not my thing. I don't have the patience to do a really neat job, but he's such a perfectionist, so I just let him do it, and it still took 2 weeks, I think, from when he got the planer to when it was actually ready to come back into the house. And he went over everything, and he gave everything a final sand as well once it was free of paint. So we are now, hey, that totally looks like a dude is standing behind me. So we are now, after that fucking saga, ready to wax. I've got my wax. It's the same stuff that I used in my office upstairs, the French Chic browning wax. I also broke one of the drawer pulls, so I had to fix that with super glue, which I'm not very adept at, so it's only an okay job. But let me show you where we are right now. It looks really good. You can see that Dan did a little bit of planing inside, but frankly, I was like, bruh, just leave it, like it's fine. Honestly, no one sees the inside, and I'm a lazy upcycler, so fine. We've also got all the doors. I say all the doors, 2 doors. Now there is still a tiny little bit right in here. There's the tiniest little bit of blue, which you can actually see quite clearly on camera. Honestly, I'm not asked about that. I just want it finished and back together. But look, like, I'm so annoyed that I painted over this because this is gonna wax so beautifully, and he's planed it all down and it's so nice and smooth. This needs a wipe down. And then I've lost my other door. This is the shelf that goes in here, which is fine. We don't need to worry about that. And then I've got my other door. All sanded beautifully, tiny little bit of blue left on the bit where the door handles are, but frankly, you're not gonna see that, it'll be fine. The lesson to be learnt, frankly, is that, you know when you see videos of people upcycling furniture, and they go, I just gave it a quick sand. Lies. It's lies. They didn't give anything a quick sand. It probably took them 4 weeks. Anyway. Oh my god, I forgot how good this shit smelled. That was really chaotic, and it took a hell of a lot longer than it was meant to, and whoops. So there we go. The world's most chaotic furniture upcycle. If you enjoyed the world's most chaotic furniture upcycle, and frankly, why would you? But if by any odd stretch of the imagination, any sick twist of fate, you did enjoy this, number one, thank you for liking my pain. It's weird, but we'll get through this together. Number two, if you would like to see more videos not like this, because this was uncharacteristically chaotic even for me, then you can hit subscribe, hit like and subscribe, hit that ring bell button to be notified every time I upload a new video, which is the first Sunday of every month. And I will see you guys with more sleep, less beard, and less chaos in the next one. Bye-bye. I'm gone for a nap.